During this active time of year, a local organization is leveling the playing field for people with disabilities. Kenny Rehabilitation Institute in Golden Valley has more than 20 adaptive sports.
Yes, and joining us today is Ryan Trench to go over their programs and how you can get involved. And welcome, Ryan.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy to be here.
Good to have you here. We're going to start at the beginning for people maybe who don't know. What are adaptive sports?
Yeah, so adaptive sports are really just sports like you and I, or everyone kind of knows them, but we can change some things to make them a level playing field. So for example, we can change some rules or adapt some rules to fit. A good example of that is for tennis, someone that plays in a wheelchair gets 2 bounces on the court to allow more time. We can change some equipment or add equipment for people to participate in the sport, and also kind of change some of the parts of surfaces or playing fields to make it even. And then really we rely a lot on our skills and training of our volunteers to help provide support or adaptations as needed. Good example of a piece of equipment is a power soccer wheelchair. Has a guard on the front and is specially designed so that people can move very quickly and swing with that guard to dribble, shoot, pass, all of those kind of things. So a lot of equipment focus.
Mm-hmm. So far you've mentioned tennis and soccer, but I bet that's just the tip of the iceberg. What type of sports are we talking about?
Oof, man. We have about 20 sports throughout the year, and everything from rock climbing to golf, bowling, wheelchair sports. We have some competitive teams that travel around the country and compete nationally. Ski and snowboard is by far our biggest program.
Very Minnesota answer there.
Yes, it definitely is. It's a great sport. But really, we have something for everyone. We have some sports that are really community focused and social skills and people just kind of hanging out and getting together. And then we have some athletes and teams that are really focused on, you know, first place at nationals or competing in the Paralympics down the road. So there's a big range.
Tell us about your soccer team, because you were just talking about that.
Yeah. So our power soccer team within the last, it's been about a year, partnered with Minnesota United. So we are now the Minnesota United Power Soccer Club. We've seen that sport grow tremendously just with the support from Minnesota United. And a couple months ago now, they took first place in their division.
Yay, congratulations.
Yeah, they're very excited. They have to move up now, but they're embracing that challenge and getting ready for next season.
So who can get involved in this?
Really anyone. Right now, we have participants in our programs that are between 5 and 90 plus.
Wow.
People are coming from all over Minnesota. They're coming from Wisconsin. Some people are driving 2-3 hours to come to practice during our seasons. And we really have a sport or an activity for everyone, or we like to think we do at least.
I love that age range, though, you know, that you have, that people who are involved.
Yeah, and so we have some of our programs that are really dedicated or specific for youth, and then we have some programs or sessions that are dedicated to adults. And then we have some where we just kind of throw everyone in together, like tennis. We have just kind of a big pool of people playing tennis, loving the sport together.
Can you tell us quickly, if people want to volunteer, what can they do, or who do you look for?
Yeah, so there's a ton of volunteer roles. You can volunteer as someone picking up balls at a practice, or you can volunteer as a scorekeeper, you can become a head coach, ski instructor, anything and everything. People can visit alinahealth.org and search Courage Kenny, when there'll be a listing of volunteer opportunities on that page. But we're always looking for more people to be involved.
You'd mentioned the soccer team. Again, congrats to them on being so good. As we talk about them more, maybe people might want to meet them. There's a special event coming up too?
Yeah, so on August 27th, before the Loons game out at Allianz, we'll be having a power soccer demo. We did this last year as kind of a kickoff to our partnership, and people can come out there and see the game in action, maybe hop into a power soccer chair, and just see what it's all about. It's an incredibly fast-moving sport. It's very cool to see, and we'll be out just outside the stadium from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock before the game on the 27th.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. Look forward to that. So many good things ahead.
Awesome, thank you.
If you're interested in learning more, we have put a link on our website, WCCO.com.